Hello and welcome back to the Football Tourist YouTube channel. I'm a sucker for Gothic architecture, I think. Genuinely had no idea this thing's happening. It's just a bunch of people marching around. I don't know quite why the crowd is this big to see this, but I mean, it's pretty cool. But for me at least, it got old quite quickly. Pottering around Prague castles are well and good, but what about the biggest stadium in the world? Granted, it's not used all in one. It's got 6 football pitches inside and this dome thing behind me. Not entirely sure what it is, but I know that Sparta train here, and I think their youth team play on one of the pitches. There must be some kind of soccer schools that happen there as well. But yeah, it largely does look abandoned, to be honest. I think this probably gives the scale of the place the best. Just look how far along the road it goes. It is enormous. All right, that's enough pottering around. Let's get to the stadium for today's game. Bohemians. It must be a stag do or something, because I just went round the corner to this pub and literally everyone in there was Scouts. It was unbelievable. He has a programme, lovely place to eat and drink. I mean, this is a pretty cool place to come to football, I have to say, on my first impression of it. To my knowledge, Bohemians 1905 are the only club in Europe that's logo has a kangaroo. If that's wrong, let me know. But apparently that's because they saw them for the first time in the 1920s when they were on a tour of Australia and just sort of fell in love with the animal, which I guess you can kind of see why. It's quite an obscure creature. Gonna try some Czech footy scran. We got this classic sausage and some oniony bread. All of that scram went down a little too easily, just like the beers are at the moment, on this lovely sunny day. A 3:30 kickoff. Is that the place for chasing status? I'm not sure. Interesting stadium, this one. It's got the big stand that I'm sat in, the cop behind the goal, and then opposite me is this really weird, like, 3-tier stand, and there's nothing behind the other goal, apart from a couple of people standing there. So I'm not actually sure where the away fans are part of the stand opposite me. It's very odd. It's like half like a really ideal stadium, and then the other half, like, there's barely anything there, so I don't really know what the story is. Obviously, we're watching Bohemians today, who are sort of the 4th team of Prague. The big 2, Slavia and Sparta, who we saw yesterday. Then there's Dukla, who are the 4th, the team that won the 4th most titles in the country, whereas Bohemians here have won just the 1. So they're sort of more of like a cult club, really, but they are, from the videos I've seen, pretty cool. And they put a little poster out, the ultras, saying you've got to get to your seat 10 minutes before kickoff. Clearly something is going down. They're taking on Sigma Olomouc today, and that's probably wrong. They are currently in the championship section of the league, whereas Bohemians are a little bit below that. They're currently in the Conference League sort of qualifiers section, where the league splits in 3 once every team's played each other twice. So, I mean, it should be a decent quality game, but we will see in this lovely Prague sunshine. Right on cue.
Tak ještě jednou hezké odpoledne.
part of the display as well after all. I did not expect this when I picked this seat, I've got to be honest. No idea what the display we were part of was, but we're on the way. Dear, not a good start to the game. Sigma have a penalty. Down the middle. The field so far, this experience has been amazing, but on it, the football's not been great. People getting a free Eiffel. I'm a Dolacek and Sigma lead 1-0 against Bohemians. It's not been a brilliant watch, I'll be honest. Also, I found out why a lot of the ultras are dressed really smartly and they planned those double displays that I definitely wasn't expecting. It's because the fan group have decided today's the day to celebrate their 120-year anniversary, even though it was actually the 16th of December that they were founded, and they've had 2 home games since. So I'm a little surprised, but also very lucky to have celebrated that, and hopefully Bohemian fans will have at least a goal to celebrate. Annoyingly, they're going to be shooting away from their fans in the second half, which obviously isn't ideal, but all the same, let's see what we can get while I try and get a refill of beer before halftime starts. Back up the way!
If I should go just to body,
He made some changes and they've been a little better in the second half, but still, is that goal forthcoming? I'm not so sure. It's definitely the entertainment's definitely more had behind that goal than anything on the pitch. Right to the shot. Straight down his throat. Bit in the ultra section. Five to go, and I'm not sure that equaliser's coming, unfortunately. I'm willing it to happen, but I'm just not sure it will. I don't know what's going on here, but the guy has clearly done his hamstring. He can barely walk, but they're forcing him to stay on. They must have used all their subs up. Keeper's going up. It's now or never. For Bohemians. Well, unfortunately, on the day where they decided to celebrate their anniversary, it wasn't to be for Bohemians, losing 1-0 at home to Sigma. Well, what more can we say on that, really? It was a great display from the ultras. I thought the energy and the vibe around the club I really liked, and I think if I lived here, this is probably the club that I would go to the most, just on the energy and vibe that I got around the place. But on the pitch, it wasn't good, was it? Let's be honest. I think the team just, I felt like they were trying. Clearly in the second half they had the better chances, but it wasn't to be. And it's a real shame. Whenever you go and see a club as a neutral, you want to see the home team win, the home team do well, but there was just none of that for one reason or another, which was a real shame. But I did all this. I really enjoyed it. It was really lucky that they paired the derby yesterday with today's game and doing the fan display. I really appreciated that. And yeah, I just thought the Bohemians, I thought they were cool. I really liked it. I definitely recommend if you're in the city. I know a lot of ground hoppers were here because I had a lot of English people, and it was just cool to see. I hope that if you're ever in the area, you take the plunge and do the same, because there are bigger clubs in the city, but they might not give you the same personal, nice fan experience that I got here. Well, that's it from me from the Czech Republic, or Czechia, depending on your preference. Really enjoyed it. The two games were both great events in their own right, and both stadiums I really wanted to visit, so I was pretty happy that it fell the way it did, so that I could do that. I've got a couple others that I'd like to visit, not in Prague. Actually, ironically, Sigma Stadium is one of them, that away end. If you've seen it, if you know, you know. And I think of Baník Ostrava as well. But yeah, I think for me, the experience has been very good. I really enjoyed it, although the quality on the pitch perhaps not reflected in the fans. But that's it from me. Signing off from Czechia, going to go back to England now, which is why I got my bag with me. Wouldn't ideally have that if I didn't need to. But yeah, until next time, goodbye. Thank you for watching.